Garion Johnson.
And I'm Cody Long. Welcome to the Panther Report, Georgia State's weekly source for campus news.
Well, Cody, a new year at GSU has officially started. Classes have started, the first 2 orientation weeks are over, and the campus is fuller than ever.
I'll say, according to the GSU website, the student population at Georgia State has grown to approximately 32,000.
Wow. Why the long face, Cody?
Well, I was just thinking, Garion, another school year away from home, either on campus or off, brings about so many expenses. I'm stressing here just thinking about all the things I want to buy, but no money.
Yeah, I have a very simple solution for you, my friend.
What is it?
Just get a job.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Well, if you're having any trouble, you could always get help on campus.
How?
The GSU Career Services Placement Program.
What a great idea. I'm leaving now.
Now?
See ya.
Hey GSU, Carlina here with the Panther Report. So, the word on the street is that students are not using the career services for their job placement program. We're here to find out why.
We visited Career Services on the 2nd floor of University Center to speak with Assistant Director Ramona Simeon to uncover the reasons for low student involvement in what we found was not job placement, but on-campus recruiting.
That is a big boost for me. I'm always trying to increase the number of participants in the on-campus recruitment. The largest participation is in the career fairs because that's very visible, it's high impact. We have a number of employees on that particular day. For the information sessions, we probably see anywhere from 15 to 30 students, which is not a lot considering the size of our campus. So I definitely want to increase the number of students who participate in information sessions.
Despite low participation, there are many services available to prospective, current students, and alumni. We spoke with Director of Career Services, Kevin Gaw, to discover the various opportunities you can take advantage of.
We serve both undergraduate and graduate students, so it's a full, diverse range of services. Career counseling, students who aren't quite sure what they want to do, have some interests, have some pull in one direction or another. We help them sort those questions out. We do assessment, career assessments. Those are tools that help identify interests and values. We also provide graduate school planning, and that program is designed to help students look at grad programs, medical school, professional schools, and then decide how to apply, where to apply, and the timelines for application.
That's just the beginning of a long list of programs offered by University Career Services. The Career Center is an available source for resume reviews, mock interviews, career fairs, and students may even access Panther CareerNet via the web, available 24/7. Be sure to stop by Career Services, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:15 on the 2nd floor of the University Center. For assistance on jump-starting your career now, tell them the Panther Report sent you. I'm Carlina Prophet, signing out.
So, did you find what you were looking for, Cody?
May have gotten a few good leads. Extra money would come in handy, especially for those commuters coming from North Atlanta. Any extra change is helpful for the upcoming toll.
Yes, I have heard something about plans to build a toll along I-85. And for those students who have yet to hear about it or know little about the project, GSTV has the perfect story for you.
Good evening, Georgia State students. This is Caitlin Leonard
and Christy Alexander
for GSTV's Panther Report.
Atlanta is constantly dealing with traffic. Today we're going to talk about how the HOV lane is changing into an express lane to help out with this issue.
Originally, you would have to have at least 2 people in your car to ride in the HOV lane. Starting October 1st, you now have to have at least 3 people to ride in the HOV lane.
If you do decide to purchase the Peach Pass, you can pay 60 cents to $6 a day depending on the traffic.
Now let's find out what Georgia State students think about this new change.
Do you ever use 400 or I-85?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
What do you think about the traffic?
It's terrible.
Do you think that you would pay the 60 cents to $6 a day, depending on the traffic, to use this lane?
Not at all. I wouldn't pay 60 cents. I wouldn't give them a penny.
If there's a rational reason for it, it might be a positive thing.
60 cents, yes. $6, no.
No, I'm not going to pay that money.
No?
How do you feel about the new requirements in order to ride in the HOV lane?
I don't like it. Not one bit.
I have 2 cats, it's not really a problem for me.
To find out more information, go to www.peachpass.com to decide for yourself how you feel about it.
Hopefully the new toll lane will relieve stress caused by traffic for commuters. With no stress, I hope I can be more motivated to do all the things I want to do before I die.
Well, if you're looking for motivation, you should take some pointers from the Buried Life cast.
Oh yeah, those guys have accomplished a lot on their show, and they really show people that anything is possible. Let's check out our next segment on the Buried Life cast.
Hey GSU, I'm Miriam Trigueros here for the Panther Report, and the Distinguished Speaker Series kicks off today with MTV's The Buried Life Cast. They're here to talk to GSU students in the Student Center Ballroom, so let's check it out.
Hi, my name's Dave Lingwood from The Buried Life. How are you doing?
I'm Johnny.
Johnny Penn from The Buried Life, everyone. Let's get this thing started.
I just have to ask you guys, what possessed you to dress in drag at the VMAs?
It was a ghost that climbed out. I'm kidding. Possessed, though.
Well, one of the things on the list was to make the best dress list.
Hold the mic.
And you can, you never make the best dress list as a guy. So we thought, what are we going to do here? Let's dress as women and talk about it. And then as we were dressed as women, those couple months went by, and then we started to feel comfortable enough to go to an award show like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we only just changed out of our dresses for this interview.
Right.
It's funny actually. Ben, Darlene, kept her polish on for about 2 weeks after that. In fact, he just cleaned his nails now. We're still confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is with the Buried Life, we ask people, what do you want to do before you die? That's it. That's what our job is. And when we can help people do things, we try to, and otherwise, we have the 100 things that we're trying to complete. But, now we're going around colleges. We're going to 40 colleges this fall and next spring and talking to young people. And it seems like a lot of people are doing the things they want to do before they die. It just feels like you sometimes need a venue to talk about it. And so that's, kind of what the Buried Life is becoming.
So what would be some advice for college students?
I think the thing that we've learned through experience is the first step is this, like writing down what you want to do, because it makes it tangible, you can see it, and then sharing it with people. We always talk about dreams versus projects. It's easy to it's easy to never act on a dream, but if you consider it a project, you can kind of chip away at it and go after it.
Can I say this too?
No.
David, my advice to college students would be weird, because you're going to have to conform to what everybody else wants the rest of your life. So use college. You don't know yourself that well. You're young. We're all young. Use this as an opportunity to find out who you are and take crazy risks and do things that you're not comfortable with, because otherwise you can get stuck maybe becoming someone that you might not be. So be weird. Have fun.
And I would just add on to that is never conform.
Out of all the goals that you have accomplished on the Buried Life, which one is the most important one that you have accomplished?
That would be sneaking into the Playboy Mansion, because it was like a Mission Impossible movie, and I was like Tom Cruise, and there was cool hot chicks.
I know you guys obviously help people along the way, so what person was the one that made the biggest impact on you that you have helped?
Ooh, I like that one. I would say there was I'll talk about her today, but there's a lady named Trudy who we met, and she was dying of cancer, and she was this very enlightening thing for all of us, and was this really big influence on the project and us as individuals.
We met a guy in Dallas named Sam who, before he died, said he wanted to meet his son, who he hadn't seen in 17 years, and it meant a lot to Duncan to help him do it. And Duncan's my brother, and I watched Duncan kind of change and become a different person helping him do that, so that was pretty special to watch.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I want to thank you guys so much here at GSTV and at Georgia State. Thank you.
Thanks, let's have some fun.
Hopefully that segment motivates GSU students to help others and possibly help some people in need around the Atlanta community, like the homeless. I set out to do a special report for the Panther Report on the homeless of Atlanta. According to the National Coalition for the Homeless, Atlanta was rated the nation's second meanest city for the homeless. Atlanta's past mayors implemented strict ordinances that banned panhandling and declared that charitable food donations to homeless people was unsanitary. That could mean that donations to those in need, like Jeff, who lives here in Hurt Park, could result in a fine.
I find it like this is one of the most comfortable places to be.
Okay, so it feels safe?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who's...
I don't see like there should be no reason for anybody to be afraid.
Hi, I'm here across the street from Georgia State University in Hurt Park, and as an incoming freshman, these are some of the sights that you may see as you're walking on campus, along with the ongoing construction, protests at the Capitol, and on any given day, due to Atlanta's rising population of the homeless, you may be stopped and asked for money. So why do you think the homeless individuals you see, why do you think they hang around our campus?
They probably think that it's easy to attack college kids. They might be more giving than adults.
Because there's a lot of people. They think they can get more money because there's a lot of people walking back and forth, especially since Adderholt is like way on the other side of downtown.
Our clients typically don't ask us about issues regarding panhandling. As a person, I'm not going to give someone money who's asking for money on the street. What I will do is if I have leftovers from dinner, a lot of times that's when people approach me when they see that I'm walking with a styrofoam container. You know, I will give someone my leftovers. You know, I am not comfortable giving someone money. There's been all those Expose 2020 reports that a lot of people who panhandle aren't necessarily homeless and it's a big scam. I'm not going to make that judgment if it's a scam or not, so I just don't do it. Also for my safety, I don't want to have to go into my wallet and pull money out because I want to keep my boundaries safe.
On July 14th, Atlanta was named a winner of a portion of $24 million from New York Mayor Bloomberg Philanthropies. The city is scheduled to receive $1.4 million annually. And according to Mayor Kasim Reed, the money will be invested in city programs that aim to reduce Atlanta's street homelessness and panhandling problems. I'm Ariane Johnson with GSTV's Panther Report. Cody, what on earth are you doing?
Stretching, what does it look like?
Yeah, but must you do it in the middle of our broadcast?
Well, I have to find time to get a workout. Most workouts are so boring. I have to try to do a little here and a little there to space out the boredom.
That's just silly. You should join me in a fitness class at the Recreation Center. They're never boring. My favorite class is Zumba.
Zumba?
Zumba.
Georgia State University has a full-service recreational center offering a variety of services. Basketball, racquetball, weight room, and even our own free custom-fit Zumba class.
Our Zumba classes are part of our free fitness classes here at the Rec Center. We currently offer 4 for the week, a lot of them in the evening, and we do have one at the lunch hour on Wednesdays. We typically see between 50 and 60 participants, so a lot of them get here, line up early so that they can make it into the class. And it's a great cardiovascular workout where you learn easy-to-move dance steps to a rhythmic Latin beat. So it's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of students that come out and participate.
So we're talking to Reggie Allen. He's the instructor for the Zumba course here at the Georgia State University Recreational Center. So Reggie, tell us about your Zumba class.
Well, Zumba, it's a fitness class. It's it's a workout in disguise. So basically, you know, everybody's having fun, try to keep them entertained, and they don't think about, you know, it's being a workout or anything like that. They're just enjoying themselves and having fun, and they're burning a lot of calories. Probably burning, in my class, probably about 1,500.
And you just finished the Zumba course. How was it?
I loved it. Oh my goodness, this is my first time here. It is so upbeat, and oh, I'm coming back every single Monday. I'm coming back for sure.
And Zumba's a really great workout. I mean, I've already lost like 5 pounds doing it. It's fun, so you don't actually get bored during it. And overall, it's a great class.
like reviews here. Yes, I love him. I love that he has the music that's current, so you can groove into it, and it's not boring. Everyone's all interested. Everyone's going along. It smiles, so it's a great atmosphere. I love it.
And all of that for free at the Georgia State University Recreational Center, huh?
All for free. You need to come on. All for free. So.
It's a big party. That's what Zumba's about.
All this talk about working out is making me awfully hungry.
Please, Cody, don't talk about food right now. My stomach is grumbling so much you would think a monster was in there. I can't wait to get home so that I can eat.
Why wait? There are so many places to eat around campus, like the mini lunch shops by Adderhold.
Yeah, I know, but I try not to spend money on campus. Food can get really expensive, you know that.
There are places around that fit inside your price range. Plus, some of them even offer discounts to GSU students.
Are you tired of the expensive meals in the university cab? Or just tired of eating the same old thing every day? Well, whatever the case may be, we're here to show you the hottest off-campus spots with the best prices for your cash. What are your favorite off-campus spots to eat at?
Lowe's, Subway,
one of my favorite places to eat off campus has got to be Rose's Pizza. It's one of the best pizza places ever. They've got pasta stuff there too. It's not just pizza. You get salad there as well.
If you go right up to Peachtree, pretty much every restaurant, Subway, Alibaba's, Moe's, some of those have discounts. If you go to Quiznos or the Smoothie Kings, they have some discounts.
Why would you choose to eat off campus instead of on campus?
Well, sometimes the lines at the University Center or Student Center are really long. So when you don't have a lot of classes in between, time in between classes, you go somewhere off campus.
I'm a little bit of a health nut, so it's healthier food and a little bit better tasting.
I prefer eating off campus than on campus because, I don't know, sometimes eating on campus sort of gets dull.
Sometimes I just want to take a walk. I just want to get out of the area, and so it gives me a chance to go walk to a different place. I honestly believe if we had, 3 times as much choices as we do now, people wouldn't have to go other places to get them.
All of this reporting has made me pretty hungry, but unfortunately, Subway doesn't take Panther cash, so I'll be eating on campus tonight. This has been Danielle Hughes for the Panther Report.
You know, Cody, sometimes I feel as though we college students are so misunderstood.
Sorry, I don't understand you right now.
Ha, real funny. I'm serious. College students do care about more topics other than partying and money.
Of course, Ariane, we are in school. Education matters most.
Yeah, but besides that, there are many issues happening in the world, our country, and even in our state that go ignored because people believe that we never care.
I agree. College students are multifaceted people. Just as much as we like to have fun, we like to get serious about topics that matter, even the controversial ones.
Such as the case of Troy Davis and 9/11.
On August 19, 1989, Troy Anthony Davis was convicted of murdering off-duty police officer Mark McPhail and sentenced to be executed. After serving his 20 years in prison, Davis was set for lethal injection in late 2009, but new evidence pushed the execution back. Now the case has made recent national headlines because Davis was denied clemency for the 3rd time. The upsurge of protest against his execution has been inevitable. No physical evidence that shows Davis was directly involved with the murder. Protesters have come from international levels to protest. Protesters from Amnesty International to former President Carter and even Pope Benedict XVI have all come out to show support for Davis, according to the Associated Press. This is Ajan Richard with the Panther Report.
What was your reaction when you heard that Troy Davis had not been pardoned and would be sentenced to death?
Well, I thought, he wasn't he did some wrong things, but I don't think that it was lawful for him to be killed the way he was.
And what are your views on capital punishment?
I don't think it's right for anyone to be killed like that. I think it's inhumane, even though they say, it is. I just don't think it's right.
And this is Wen Lee for the Panther Report.
But there's nowhere to go. And then I heard that another plane hit, and if you go over by there, you can see the people jumping out the window. They're jumping out the window right now. Oh my God.
All right, ma'am, thank you.
September 11th, 2001. was the day the United States stood still. For the first time in American history, hijacked planes were crashed into the World Trade Center buildings in New York, and another hijacked plane crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., the seat of America's security. Today, Georgia State University students gather here in the Troy Moore Library as they discuss with a panel the tensions, the consequences, and relationships between the United States, Islam, and the Middle East.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michael Herb. I'm director of the Middle East Institute here at Georgia State. I'd like to welcome you to our panel, 9/11, America and the World 10 Years Later.
First of all, of course, it's very important to understand that the 9/11 attacks were a terrible shock to everybody. The fact that this could happen on the scale it happened in this country was not expected by anybody. So there was always obviously a lot of apprehension and fear. The Bush administration, at least initially, did what needed to be done in terms of, defensive measures and so on and so forth. But I do have problems with some of the terminology which was used. So, for example, war on terror is kind of a meaningless term, because terror is a tactic. You don't make war on tactics. You make war on somebody who has some goal which is against you and defeat them. And also this implies somehow that as long as terrorism doesn't vanish from the world, this war is going to go on.
It implied that it was a war and not something that would be, for example, something for the police to handle. It helped to justify things like the invasion of Afghanistan, which was a fairly obvious response to 9/11.
Ground Zero Mosque controversy. All right, this is one of the places where I think things really came to the fore, and at that time I was really frustrated with the nature of the debate in the country. I mean, I've sort of been desensitized even before 9/11 to stereotypes and whatnot, but sort of the nature in which that debate unfolded just really, really bothered me. These are the best Muslims out there. These are, when I say the good Muslim, bad Muslim, sort of, as a in irony, this is exactly what America's been asking for, and now this is sort of the reaction they're getting.
We got the word, and we were watching it in awe as everybody else did. We saw it on TV, and then we were given the order that all airplanes were to land, and so we started getting just incredible numbers of planes, and within minutes we brought down every airplane that we had in the sky. So we handled that, and we parked them in the grass, we parked them on old closed taxiways, and then once they were all on the ground, the skies went dark, and our scopes for the first time in American history were actually, we were at ATC 0. We didn't have any airplanes for several days, almost a week.
First, I heard about it first when I was parking my car in the MARTA parking lot in Doraville Station, and I came down to Georgia State. I came to the political science department here. We set up a television in a room actually in this building, and we watched in utter amazement at what we saw. And I remember in particular watching on television, watching the Twin Towers, the first one actually collapse, and looking at it and thinking, it just fell down. And I remember, I think we were watching, it must have been CBS with Dan Rather, and he didn't catch, it seemed, he didn't, I think he was so amazed that at first I recall that he just didn't even say what seemed to be clear, which was that the building actually fell down.
Now to some lighter news, we have Amanda with our entertainment fix.
Hey GSU, I'm Amanda Marina with your entertainment news. Atlanta has been winding down with summer events, and to close off the summer, Atlanta welcomed back the Midtown Music Festival this past Saturday. Let's take a look at the festival that was reborn.
Hey there, Panthers! This is Satara Coop. And I'm Miriam Chigueros. And we're here for the Panther Report. We're here in Piedmont Park where Music Midtown is going underway. As you can see behind me, it's 12 o'clock. Everything's just getting started. Later tonight, of course, we're going to have great acts. We're going to have the headliners, Coldplay and the Black Keys. And we're also going to have other bands such as Cake the Elephant and Young the Giant. And we're also going to have some Atlanta bands you guys might know, Manchester Orchestra and the Constellation. So make sure to stay tuned.
Hey, while we're waiting.
There's a familiar face.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's awesome. Got a bunch of singers out there.
I'm here at the Electric Ballroom stage where the Constellations in a few minutes are about to take stage. So let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm here with Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, what is the band that you're looking forward to seeing the most tonight?
The Joy Formidable, because they're awesome.
I'm super psyched to see the Black Keys. I've been waiting to see them for like 3 years, so I'm really, really excited to see them tonight. So, really looking forward to that.
What was the one band that you're really looking forward to seeing?
Coldplay.
Coldplay. That's the most popular one, right?
Heck yeah. I've been trying to get up there forever, nestling my way through. I was like, I'm going to get that front seat.
Are you excited that Atlanta finally has Music Midtown back?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's so exciting. I was really young when Music Midtown went away, but when it came back, because we never really had a music festival, but now we do. It's great.
Well, I just moved to Atlanta back in March, so I was just excited to be able to be a part of it this year. So,
what do you think about Music Midtown being back?
I'm really liking it. I didn't really know about much of it beforehand, but I'm really liking that it's here now because it's going to be an awesome event, and I'm going to have a lot of fun.
I'm Miriam, we're from GSTV, Georgia State Television. So I just want to ask you guys, how do you like the location? It's in a
hate the location. It's park sucks. I wish it was in the slums. Yeah, we haven't got a chance to really walk around, but the park looks absolutely beautiful. It's a great day, you know. Everything nearby looks amazing, so we're having a good time.
We've been to Atlanta a few times. We played, how many times have we, like 3 times?
Played the Earl, the Drunken Unicorn. Dan played the Claremont solo.
Nice. What was your favorite? The Claremont, I'm sure, right?
The Claremont was my least favorite. Claremont scared. I mean, we're friends with this band playing now, the Constellations, and they showed us the Claremont. And so, they apologized the next day.
This has been Satara Coote and Miriam Trigueros for the Panther Report.
That was your Panther Report Entertainment News. And now let's move on to sports with Carl.
What time is it? Game time! Everybody get tuned in. Yeah, it's going down. The stage is set.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet. This is Carl Eckertz with the Sports Beat. Do you smell it? Do you feel the electricity in the air? It's first game of the 2011-2012 Georgia State Panthers football team. We're at the Battle for Atlanta against Clark Atlanta here at the Georgia Dome. It was a bit of a one-sided affair tonight as the Georgia State Panthers took down the Clark Atlanta Panthers 41-7. Georgia State was led by Bo Schlechter, who had 196 passing yards with 3 TDs and 1 interception. Another key note, it was 41-7, just like last year's game against Shorter was 41-7. That's it from here from the Georgia Dome. I'm Carl Eckertz from GSTV. Have a good one.
Thanks, Carl, for that update on Panther football. Hopefully they can pull it together in time for the homecoming game.
Well, Cody, it looks like we have reached the conclusion of our first episode of Panther Report for fall 2011.
Yes, and we couldn't have done so without the contributions of our hard-working crew members.
Exactly. And as a reminder, Panther Report could always be watched on Channel 91 in University Housing, and for those of you living off campus, you can view our live stream at gstvonline.org.
And if you happen to miss anything, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, GSTV Panther Report. I'm Cody Long.
And I'm Ariane Johnson.
And thank you for watching Panther Report.